Welcome back to Cveta's High Score Run, Episode 3, Day 7. So far things have been alright, but then we did lose absolutely everything, so we're now in this position. Actually, we could be in a lot worse position. The main thing we were going to do today is get ourselves the hatchet, because then we can finish boarding up everything, then use that hatchet to go to the... Perfect. Use that hatchet to go to the supermarket to get the gun, because even Cveta should be able to deal a lot of damage to that soldier using this hatchet, because I think the hatchet's the best weapon in the game. It's one of those things that it is not necessarily a full-time kill, but Cveta, hopefully, as well as we make sure we take the bandages with us, we can then bandage ourselves up of any damage we take, which is perfect. Let's start breaking this stuff down. I'm debating whether or not it's smart leaving stuff in these piles, the extra wood, in here so they don't get nicked. Because if I was to do this, I kind of just want to take enough wood. So if I just take all of the wood, I'll leave the fuel, because eventually we're going to get to winter, and I'm going to need all these piles of fuel around the house in order to actually get through the winter. That's my plan, at least. I don't know if it works, but if it does, then this is a master strategy for Cveta. Perfect. There's only 3 in that one, that's fine. I need to get exactly 20 is my plan. Oh, hello? Oh, you're the militia. This is fine. Let's do this. Do I have enough here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and leave it. Because I think if I look, I have got plenty of components, and I can use my components therefore to... What's it called? My components to make the other bits of the barricades. Yes, we know... Hello. Let's talk. You won't regret it. Oh. These supplies are vital to us. There's a reward for helping seize the culprit. One of our neighbours reportedly sniffing around the container, and we have reasons to believe he took our supplies. All of this stuff would be very useful. However, I'm just going to lose it all. Because I'm going to get raided. So I'm going to say no, and I'm going to take the bonus. There we go. If I do this, it doesn't say anything. I'm going to say no, because I feel like if I don't rat him out, I could get benefits in the long run. Because I wasn't really able to help. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm losing track of what I wanted to do. I need to start these. Are the most important thing. I need to start barricading up literally everything. Yeah, the top floor one, and then this one's the last one. I think we may be pretty good once we've got those sorted and we've gone to the supermarket tonight. I do need to eat today, if I remember correctly, so I'm just going to eat both of those, because I know that there is some stuff at the supermarket I can get. Which then tomorrow I'll just eat and then move on. This really does give us in a decent position, having the hatchet now. If I'd got the hatchet a little bit earlier, we would be even in a stronger position, but of course, oh well. I think I'll make sure to take the hatchet and the gun every day I go out, because I don't want to run the risk of losing it. And it does give me a decent amount of stuff. Nice. Let's go down and do the next one. And then we're fully boarded up before we head off to the supermarket. Nice. And also, we have no wood. So if we do get raided tonight, then we're just going to not lose any wood, because all the wood is still in the piles, or in the furniture that needs to be broken up. Perfect. I'd say, I think I may just take everything with me. Once I've eaten, of course. I think I may just take it all with me. Well, not this stuff, I don't really care. Mainly, the bandages, this. Yeah, actually those 3 things are what I'm going to take with me. I may take the lockpick as well, actually, because there is the thing which has lots of good stuff downstairs in the supermarket, which needs a lockpick or a crowbar to get into. Unless I make a crowbar with the remaining 12, because I could make a crowbar again. And using the crowbar, I can just get through everything. That's the way to do it. I'll take the lockpick, but I'm just going to make a crowbar. Because going without a crowbar would be silly. Oh, I could even make another saw blade. I don't think I need another saw blade, though. The thing is at this stage, I have to kind of just be committed to anything I leave behind, I'll be losing. Like, I get 2 days. If I get those 2 days between a raid, like I normally do, then anything I leave behind on that other day, which would be this evening, I'm just not going to get back. But I'm in a solid position so far with the fact that there's piles of fuel and there's also the luxury of... what's it called? The luxury of being able to go out a lot and carry most of the stuff. I'm not too worried about it. There are lots of piles that I can just leave, which is good. And then I'm going to eat another one. I'm not going to be able to sleep yet. I'm going to be tired while we're out tonight, but I can sleep through all of tomorrow. They have literally no reason to be here tomorrow, but if I sleep, I doubt I'm going to have enough time. No, I'm not. But we're going to go to the supermarket, and we're going to take both of these, this, and this. I'll leave behind all of this. If someone comes and takes it, then I can get this stuff back relatively easy. I'm going to get the gun, and I'm going to... hopefully, I can stash probably the booze somewhere else. And, yeah. Nice. Wish me luck. This should go fine, I think. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to think about. No, can't be. I'm about to say, I have so few items that I need to think about it a lot. I'm not sure if I've ever done this with Cveta. I maybe have, but it is going to be a very big boost, because then I can stay away and let the attacking happen. There we go. Let's see if this works, because even Cveta can do it with a hatchet. There we go. See, look how much damage that does. There we go. Well done. Good girl. I think that... Oh, no, sorry. Oh, I've just done the wrong thing. Can I... You know, I'll grab all of that, and then I can... Now I can get at this, because I need the gun more than anything. And I can deposit a load of non-useful things on his body. So if I drop you, that's good. Take all of that, which is lovely. About to say, I don't need to worry about wood anymore. So the booze I'm going to move to somewhere a bit more certifiable. If I come back here and put all the booze in here. There we go. I'm going to go down to the basement because I'm going to need some food going forward. But getting that gun, I think, was incredibly smart. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to dig through this, but that could be worse. I'd rather not have a shovel in my inventory when I've got such limited space. But an assault rifle on night 7 is not a bad item. Cool. I think, so far, Cveta is outperforming expectations in this run. I thought I'd be struggling by this point. But thanks to that extra little bit where Cveta managed to take out that soldier, because that was pretty impressive actually. She did stumble afterwards, which would have kind of destroyed her if she tries to do anything. But you know what? It at least means that she can get the gun now and do a lot of damage to people. If she does get caught at home, then she can fight them off a bit better. And if she gets caught while out with it, she can just fight a bit better. An assault rifle is pretty damn strong. Perfect. It's taking a little bit of a while to get through everything, but eventually we'll get through this pile of rubble, break through those doors, and actually get a decent amount of stuff from this location. This is the hardest part, is just... I've done this war of mine so much, there's very few surprises left. Thankfully I did all those location tutorials, which are still ongoing for you guys, but I think at least I've finished all of the, what's the word for it? I finished all the recordings for it, so I therefore can kind of relax a bit in that terms. I just need to do the scripts and the editing, although that also takes a long time. But perfect. See, look, there's so much alcohol down here that I could just come and get, but for now I'm going to stick with all of that. I'm going to use this lockpick just to get through, because otherwise I'm just carrying around a lockpick. It's not going to be... Oh no, I did it. It didn't do it slowly enough. was about to say, actually, there is one thing I could use that lockpick for, and that would be the military base. Because I could, even with Cveta, do the military base, if I'm quick. Let's break through everything and see if we can find anything worthwhile. There may be a few more meds, because I could always go back to the garage to get more resources, etc. I'm not sure what the plan really is now, because I could... I'm debating whether it's worth... I may see if I can grab as much water as I can, actually, for the rest of this. But is there a way of me going to a location, grabbing, like... going, like... I'm just trying to think, is there a way of going somewhere, getting all the sugar and water, then going somewhere else, dropping off the alcohol I've made, and then do a kind of a routine trip, and then make sure to grab it all at the end? Because that's the thing that I think is the challenging part. So this is good to know that there's some stuff down here still. I can always bust up more stuff out while I'm out for other materials. I'm going to do a quick extra just search around, see if I can get any more water, because I'm going to have to start cooking for myself. She did even get slightly wounded in that, I've noticed, which is fine. She did manage, although she didn't really do much. She managed to hurt herself, which was a bit odd. I kind of need more water. Just trying to find as much as I can. Maybe there'll be some outside. No, in this back area, shipping container thing, which clearly someone's been staying in. Probably the girl, to be honest, who's now run away wisely. Let's go upstairs again and see what we can get. But besides that, I'm pretty happy. Ooh, today's been a long day. It's already 12 minutes into this episode. I suppose we've done a lot. We built up everything. Days are going to start probably going a bit quicker from episode 4 onwards. Cool. Let's do this and then I'll run to an exit. Can't believe she managed to injure herself though. That's, even for Cveta, that's a little bit disappointing. I think she tripped after killing the guy, so she kind of overextended herself. Nice. More water, good. Anything in this one, and then I'll head out. I'm not going to do the roof today, I don't think I have time. Because I had to dig through all of that downstairs. Ooh, that's nice. Good. Let's run to the exit now. I'm happy with all this setup. The one other thing I could think about setting up in the long run would be some traps. Because once I put fertilizer or food in those traps are good and just stay there. So that will give me another thing that they cannot steal, but is kind of held food for me almost. Oh, actually, I didn't lose anything. Our things. Still not great on the things front, but we do have some things. I need to decide what I'm going to do going forward. I don't really have much to do today. She's content, which is good. And she's slightly wounded, so I will use one of those things now. And I may sell off the other two going forward. Because if I can just go out every night, get the food that I need, and move on, Cveta can get through this run. And if I'm smart with how I do the alcohol, I can take a lot of alcohol with me, drop it off somewhere, and then bring back the water and sugar that were needed for more alcohol. And then in the last couple of days, maybe do runs back and forth to get as much as I can back in the house, while also, of course, doing more collection, more production. Because after the outbreak of crime, we get a quiet period, and at that point is when I'm going to try and build up a load of bandages, a load of bandages and alcohol, because then I can guard as much as I can. Because during the outbreak of crime, we are going to be in a bit of a tight spot. Okay, so what do we have things-wise now? I'm debating if I can grab... If I look at how much there, I may need some more... I've got 2. I need more components, I think. If the guy comes, I can maybe do some trading today. That could be a good idea. And then, yeah. Being slightly wounded and bandaged, I think we could still go out and she could start to feel better. Because I think that's kind of important. But we shall see. Ugh. Day 8, almost a third of the way through this war now, Cveta. And you're doing alright. I know there's a lot of status conditions there, and 3 of them are technically bad, and one of them does have a very in front of it. But one of the very is very tired, so you can just sleep that one off. I'm not sure we will have anyone today. Honestly, I could have probably kept the... what's it called? Had I kept... If I'd taken what the guy wanted, I would have just eaten all of it today, probably. But it just means more stuff to carry out and about. It doesn't really help me. And there's no points for cigarettes and or coffee. That is something actually I've actually done. Yep, looks like no one else is coming today. She's hungry, but that's fine. I'm going to end the day, and we're going to see where we're going to go tonight. I could go to the hospital now. That's a good one to have open. We've also got the church. It's the group of armed men version, though, so that's a bit iffy. Warehouse has always been my Achilles heel in these runs, because I've lost a lot of stuff there. A military outpost, I kind of would need a crowbar in order to... No, the lockpick to get into that. The Shelled School is the group of rebel militia, so I could trade there. Go back to the garage and trade the medicine for a few more things. Get some components maybe on the way back and build water collectors tomorrow. That sounds like a smart plan. That sounds like something a smart person would do. So I'm going to go with this, obviously take this and this and this. So I could come back with... Oh, I also need the gun. This is where things start to get a bit tricky. Because I want to take all of that and then leave this. However, I'll be trading away those... It's just... Is there any reason to go here? Because, like, I could get wood, yes, but... I could get components, yes, but, like... The amount of stuff I'm taking with me now doesn't really add up. Because I'm just going to lose the stuff I don't take. This is just the equivalent of, like, 8 scraps. I don't think I really care about that. I do care about the hatchet, though, because it's my main weapon. With selling one of these for 12 components isn't worth it. At all. Just trying to think of what else I could do. There's no way of expanding my carrying capacity. So I think that is the best bet, actually. But just not to worry about. Just pick up 8 scrap and then come home. That's the plan. Yeah, scavenge. Like, this is all that there is to do now. Hope that I can do this, and then all the worthwhile stuff I can kind of sell for materials as I come back. So I'll just take 8 scrap and then move on with my life. Shame, but that's kind of the way it works. Unless, of course, what I could do, which would be smart, would be to, like, drop off these here as a kind of this can just be a thing that has a lot of my stuff in that I don't need it, and I could just then refill my inventory with all of that. Kind of take all this stuff with me every single time, but this can be my little box that contains useful items. Like, this will be where I put a lot of my all my meds, all my booze, stuff like that. I quite like this idea, because this is a location where I can get a lot of materials to come back with and refill my inventory. I'm happy. The garage is a safe place that I can do this for a lot. I quickly check my backpack. Yeah, I need to eat those tomorrow, so let us head out. This is the plan. This is the way. I've got my plan set up. This is actually not too bad at all. Just hope that the guy doesn't look a bit further outside of his house and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to look around to see if I find any medicine. That could be a thing, but let's see. Were we raided today? Was everything stolen? No. Damn, we're doing all right here. We're going through quite a period of no raids, which is weird. Makes me a little nervous. Okay, so I can make one of these, so I need 5 wood. Let's check these piles. This pile may have 5, or is it just 1 left? I think it may just be 1 left. Yeah, it was 1. But the fuel is still on the floors, and that's important. If I go downstairs and break this one and get 4 more wood, I can then use that wood to make water collectors, as that is something else that I can then have a collection of water every single day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I can also actually cook for myself today. I've got 7 water, so I can use up all of that. And the fact is, this water collector will use a lot of my parts that I'm not going to lose. Things are doing alright. Water collector. That's a lot of my materials going on a water collector, which is actually very nice. The only downside with using the garage as my lockbox is that there isn't much in terms of water or sugar there for collecting for booze. But then again, otherwise it's better to have it all in one place. And Cveta is going to be going like out a lot and all this sort of stuff. This is the other thing that could run into a couple of issues actually. You know what, while I'm down here, grab a couple of fuel for this. Just 2 fuel. Which is good. If I look at our things, do I have anything actually worth selling? If I'm able to eat 1 of these today, so the other one I could sell. Not sure what I'd want though, is the question. Let's have a look at what he has. Because if he has some useful stuff, then maybe. I'm just aware that there's also going to be a winter at some point. Good. Okay. You've got water and sugar I could go for. You know what? I'm actually fine, I think. Yeah. I'm not interested. Goodbye. Thank you. Run away. Let's make ourselves some food. Because, like, yeah, this is a lot of stuff, but it does mean that we actually have stuff. And the logic is if we don't have much here, we're kind of not at risk of anything. Maybe a little bit more water would have been nice to make the second one and get Cveta up to well fed. But for now, this is all looking quite sturdy. Yeah, I can use my time. I can make myself a filter with 3 components, which is good. If I look at our things, then I've got the book. This stuff I could probably lose. I think I'd need to upgrade this once more to get the electrical things I could build, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm not sure about a few of the later characters, maybe Marin, etc. I'm not sure if they're going to have good like guarding abilities. So let's now set this off and go to bed. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to start the moonshine movement. Because to be honest, I'm not sure how much I need the gun and the hatchet if I'm not going to be going to anywhere dangerous or guarding my own house. Using the garage guarding system as its own thing does put me in a situation where I don't need to worry too much. You know what, I am going to tonight, I'm going to take everything else and I'm going to drop it at the I'm debating. I think the best plan of action here is to eat again, get her up to well fed, drop everything that I need to drop at the hatchet, drop the crowbar, drop the other 2 things, the gun and the bullets at the garage, as well as, to be honest, anything else I can want to put there. Then come back with a load of materials. Using those materials, I'm going to then I can then build up more stuff here. I can then, the next day, I'm going to go to the abandoned cottage and pick up all the water and all of the sugar from there. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to make a lot of the moonshine. And then I'm going to go out at night to drop off the moonshine at that location. The only issue with all this will be at the end trying to bring it all back to the house to make it bank in the score. But I think that would be possible. I'm waiting now instead of ending the day because I think that with the added 4, I could make myself another food, get her up to well fed, and therefore push when needing to be fed again to day. So she won't need to be fed on day 10. She'll need to be fed not on day 11. She'll need to be fed on day 12. So we kind of are pushing ourselves quite a bit of the way through. And it means I'm not storing another piece of meat that I don't really need to store. If I'm able to do this and like get her up to every single 3 days, then that could mean that those 2 days in between I can go to other places. Although I'm going to be wanting to go to the garage to drop off a lot of the booze anyway. And then probably come back and use the materials I get to sort stuff out. Okay, now let's wait and see if she can be untired for any period. Good, now she's rested. Nice. Let's get her up to well fed. As a way of using smart items. I need 2 fuel. That's annoying because I should have grabbed that before I thought about this. Run, 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 run. I'm not sure you're going to have enough time. You're not the fastest person, Cveta. I think it's 7:30 I've got until, so I may just about sneak in. Nice. This is the thing I need to be quite quick about. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Are you going to have enough time? Or is it 8 o'clock? If it's, I think it actually may be 8, so that means I do think, because that uses up that wood, a lot of our water and everything, and will put me up to well fed if I can then quickly eat it. Yeah, I think so. 40, and we are well fed, content, and we're going to end the day there. Nice. This has been a damn long episode actually, so I'm hoping it all goes kind of well. Like you see, it's huge amounts of everything now, and I'm going to drop off even more stuff now. I can drop off all this. Actually, I'll drop off the metrical parts and some of this as well. You know what? I'll drop off all of that and just leave a book. If somebody comes and steals my book, they can have my book. That is the thing. Because the luxury of this lockbox up here. Can I jump up quickly? Oh no, I have to use the ladder. That's fine. But this lockbox here, which should have all my stuff in still, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to just leave it, is perfect. Is the luxury that I'm just going to spam a lot of it stuff that I actually want to keep there, and then just take a lovely amount of... there's a lot of wood there. I think if I drop off some of this, because I know that there's some more wood at the house, and then mostly focus on getting components, this is good. I'm sorry I'm not talking to you today. I don't have any meds for you, but I am thankful for for letting me use your little thing at the front. Grab both of those. We've already broken through to the back, so that gives us that luxury as well. 1, 2, 3. My kind of plan at the moment is... Oh, actually, if I see if I can grab any parts, taking back a selection of parts could be good for upgrading things. Let's check in the basement first, and then I'll check back here, and then go back to my box, because I think there were some I put in there I should have left. I should have brought those with me, but left them in the inventory. Damn, how has this episode become 30 minutes? God, I could kind of split this one into 2. I may actually. This may be episode 3 and episode 4 for you guys. Although it does mean I need to... There, that's what I want. Nice. Check this one back here. Because if it is full, my inventory's full, and I need to go back to that lockbox. Okay, it isn't. I need to run all the way home this way, but that's fine. I've got plenty of time, and then I'll leave the episode here. To be honest, if you guys like longer episodes, then by all means tell me, because I am planning on doing a newer series soon, which is going to include maybe longer episodes, based on the 12-person one, which should be either come to an end soon, or it has come to an end by this point. Yep, nice. Let's run to the exit. Well done, Cveta. I'm going to leave it there for today, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next time, which is either episode 4 or episode 5.